Welcome to High Press TV, man. It's been a minute. It's been maybe like 2 days. I've been not recording. I haven't pulled up any episode, man. So yeah, I'm back. It's exciting again. It's a week with a lot of conversation online. There's this and that, and there's always football conversations, man. That I'm very fascinated with, and I'm learning my ropes in this football field, and I'm learning my role in this commenting thing, and I hope maybe it pays off, in terms of learning and understanding the game in a broader concept, and fully quit myself with facts. When time goes on, man. But yeah, man. Today I want to talk about Sundowns. Sundowns has been on the trending football list since they played Esperance on the weekend, and they lost that game. They lost 1-0, and they were playing away. It was a very good game, I think. Many people would say the Esperanza was playing, sitting back or parking the bus, and which, from my point of view and my observation, that was not the case. You know, Sundowns dominated the game, but also, Experience, also came in, and in some phases they dominated the game also, and that's why they found themselves, 1-0 up, on the first leg and coming to the second leg, which will play, this week in Loftus. So it will be an exciting game considering the scoreline, which is very marginal. It'll be an exciting game, which I don't know if Experience will continue to approach the game in a similar way, which they did, which they played low block, and they overloaded their middle field, so Sundowns cannot play on their middle field, and they forced Sundowns to play wider than playing their usual foot, like middle field passes, connecting through the midfield, trying to, to find that final pass, and dismantle the defense. But I, I heard even Coach Rolani said Experience played park the bus, which is not true, man. Experience, I think, from my observation, they came with their plan. They overloaded the middle field, forced Sundowns to play wide, and which that's not the strength of Sundowns, and which also Sundowns had a key player which was missing on that game, which is Teboho Mugwena, and I think maybe that player was a missing factor for that game, and also the way they played Temba Mshishi, on the false nine striker role, I think it didn't do the team any justice. I thought maybe, like second half, they will take Ribeiro off instead of Mushishi, and make Mushishi just make the team tick again, and we, have a point of reference from Shalulile, and also, connecting with Lodge, which slightly wanted to pay off, in the dying minutes, maybe 5 minutes or 10 minutes of the dying minutes of the game. But I think maybe they'll learn from it. I think if Mukwena is coming back, in the weekend, it will boast the squad of Mamelodi Sundowns, and take them how they take the team, and how they formalize their formation and the patterns, and maybe they can win the game, and something I picked up is Sundowns, uh, schedule, which it's what, people are mostly, taking consideration of, and mostly people are talking about online, and on any media broadcasters, and for me, it's been known, like, season in season now, Sundowns going to be going to have a congested, fixtures, and congested, you know schedule. The traveling, playing, 2 days or 3 days in 3 days, 2 days, a game, and which will take toll on the players, and also that might be a factor this season, because they have AFL Cup, which they won and played the won, and that was not, according to my reasoning, I think that was not in the PSL calendar, or PSL, consideration of that feature. It was a cup which was introduced by the CAF president in the middle of the season, And I think it was a great exhibition of African football and where they want to take it, And I think it's a slightly the hash slash not hash slash Super Cup ish type of tournament, and I understand his driving force of the African football, hey, and where he wants to take the African football as a CAF president, and many might say this AFL Cup uh, disjointed Mamelodi Sundowns, fitness, disjointed Mamelodi Sundowns plans, and congested their fixture, coming, to the PSL, and that's why they're playing 3 games, 2 days per game, and might be, to their detriment and participating also on the AFL, Champion Cup, and to be honest, uh, Sundowns have a packed schedule, and which is also known, but uh, I don't think it did them any justice to play, on the on a EFL, Champions Cup, and which uh, overloaded their feature and their calendar for 2023-2024 season, and also they have injuries which are in for a concern, and many players, can play because of the injuries and the stages which the injuries are. Some are on stage 2, stage 3 injuries, and some are in negotiations of contract, and which that will impact their game at some point. So I don't know how will Sundowns, navigate through this conjuncted fixture, which is coming to an end, and I don't know how it will be their approach going to the semifinals. And I think today, which for me it's not must win game or a game to go for. I think they should rotate the squad, immensely, and I think the game against Experience it's very important, because they have to go to the final, and I've mentioned this on one of my recording and on my videos and my reviews, and I said, uh, if Santos doesn't win CAF Champions League, for me, it's a total failure, according on how Sundowns are participating season in, season out in the CAF Champions League, and they're not coming victorious since 2016. You know, and I even said if this amazing team should, not win this coming, fixtures, they're not going to participate in a World Cup, and I believe and as they should, they have to win this game and go participate in the World Cup and top it off and win the CAF Champions League, so for me, if they don't win it, the president of the club, the chairman of the club, they should go on the drawing board, with the coach and his technical team, and review the objectives of the team. It's been long years coming, spending a lot of money, buying players from abroad, with so much cost of 53 million, which is Alenden. The recent one from Argentina, also from South America. Mm, the name, whatever the name is, that guy, I think they spent 43 million on him. Uh, Sorry to push his name, so I'll go to reference his name. Uh, and for me, that should be a case of we're going to win. The CAF Champions League. It's been a thing of building towards this tournament, building towards winning CAF Champions League for a second time, building a squad and building a squad, and taking key players from from any other teams here, in a league, in a PSL, and obviously going abroad to buy players, and I think they should, you know they should rotate players for experience a game, and put a fight, and I think the game of today, they should rotate and send maybe 2 3 players from DDC, and any other players who are not playing regularly, and go to honor that game. It's a crucial game. It's a difficult game, and it's not of disrespect to Sekuna United, which is a massive club also. They are playing very well currently. It's a talking point to their game, and they have amazing coaching, Lekhanola Seham, and a good captain in Figo, and it's a well-rounded team with Mukoch on the middle field. Sometimes playing with Jimmy Weber. So it's a well-balanced team which Sundowns can take for granted, and if they should go all out, it's going to be a detriment and a step hill to go and play a Champions League game. Players will be not well rested. Players will be, maybe off tune, but maybe can play to their advantage sometimes. But I think Coach Rulani, the technical team, and Mamelodi Sundowns as a whole don't have an option but to rotate the team that is going to participate today. It's a game which I think if they win it or they lose it or they're getting a draw, it's not going to impact their season. It's not going to impact challenging the league, which I think they're left with 9 points, so they can pick up points in coming fixtures. They have Kaizer Chiefs after experience a game, and I think maybe they can go and collect the points there. And it's not going to be an easy game, but I think recently the result and the stats and record are there to conclude that Mamelodi Sundowns have been winning these fixtures. But another thing I want to allude on is, and it's a question of, is it Reverend today going to be on a spotlight again? You know, we don't we want officiating to be on a first class level, to be PSL standard level, and we want to get out of this mist of blaming referees. Not It's not even a blame of pointing to referees when decisions are not going to teams' way, and are robbing off other teams' points. Some are battling relegation, some are battling top fours and top eight, and some are challenging for a league. And I think that's a question, if the refereeing today and officiating will be on the spotlight again, and I hope not, man. Yeah. Thank you for being with me and allowing me to share my thoughts. It's been High Press TV. My name is Isaac. Join me again.